All right, good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. This is our first uh, 2023 group meditation, and it's interesting that it is day 6 of the year. It's day 6 of the week. We're heading into our first Shabbat of the year as well. Once the sun goes down, it's Shabbat 1 of 2023. So this morning is good preparation for uh, ending the first week of the year and using what you've gleaned so far in the past 5 days to help you reacquaint yourself with yourself and the goals you have for the next 12 months. Um, so before we formally begin, I'm going to invite you to get comfortable, make sure that you're sitting in a comfortable position. If you are a little chilly or want the added comfort of a blanket or a sweater, you can go ahead with that as well. Um, and then just check in with your breath to begin. See how your body's feeling, see what comes naturally for your breath this morning. As you begin feeling into the comfortable rhythm of breath for you, see how deep it is, how shallow it is. And with your next in breath, I want you to feel all the way through the breath. If you're breathing in through your nose, notice the feelings that occur, the senses you have about your body as you begin the breath in your nose. Notice where it feels like the breath moves, the feeling of your body fluctuating as these gases enter and exit. Through your mind's eye, try to envision the entire path of the breath based on the sensations it brings you as you breathe it. All the different passageways it moves through in your body, whether it begins at your nose or your mouth. Try to fully feel the path of each breath, in and out. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yitzar et ha'adam b'chokhmah u'baravo nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim. Lo yadua lifnei kitzei kvodecha she'im yipateach echad mehem o yisatem echad mehem yefshar lehitkayem lamod lefanecha. Baruch atah Adonai rofecho basar mafli la'asot. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who formed the human body with skill. Creating the body's many pathways and openings is well known that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. That blessing from our ancient ancestors, acknowledging that even the basic functioning of our body, something as simple as in breath and out breath itself, can be attributed to a miracle and attributed to an act of God. That upon awakening, the fact that our systems are still functioning and the complexity of those systems, as you may have noticed as you traced the pathway of your breath, is in and of itself a subject to reflect on in awe. to notice as a blessing. Mm. And to the breath itself, the way in which even when we are asleep, we continue to breathe. When we don't pay attention, we continue to breathe, and that we can pay attention. We can control the speed and depth of our breath. Reminds us of the nature of our existence itself, that we too can walk through our lives acting reflexively, not paying attention to what's going on around us, and instead just allowing the mechanisms we've created of habit, of rote, to take over. But we still are granted the capacity in any moment to remember, to change, to reflect, take in. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehora hi. Ata v'ratata yitzharta. Ta nefachta bi v'ta mishamra b'kirbi. Kol zman sheneshama b'kirbi. Modani lefanecha. Adonai Elohai. Elohei avotai v'imotai. Ribon kol hamasim. Adon kol hanishamot. Baruch atah Adonai asher beyado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar I. My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You created it, you shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, offer thanks to you, Adonai, my God and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of all life. Return to focusing once again on your breath. Notice again where you find your comfort zone. Notice again how deep or shallow your breath naturally is right now. How fully you exhale or how much you leave behind. Without judgment, just noticing. Feeling the ease of that breath. Perhaps even feeling that breath lulling you back to sleep. That comfort, that rhythm. Just allowing you to relax more fully. Now I invite you to begin deepening the breath, taking control of it a little bit more. Working to slowly fill the lungs and then slowly empty the lungs all the way. Feeling what a difference that is. Can you even sense a change almost immediately in your mindset, the level of energy in your body, the focus of your mind? And this difference of controlling and deepening our breath can also translate to our way in the world. We have a little extra time with every step, with every action, slow down, and deepen our connection with that action, whatever it may be, opening a door, turning on a faucet, eating, speaking to someone, taking that moment to think, what would it be like if I moved outside of my rote comfort and deepened, really thought about what I was saying, what I was doing, how I was doing it? How would that change my interaction with the world? How would that change the level of energy I bring to every moment? Stopping and thinking, spending that time, even just a split second, to notice what your reflex is and either choose it or choose something else. I want you to continue breathing deeply, feeling each breath move in, go from the lungs all the way out to the extremities, to the toes, to the fingers, noticing, distinguishing, feeling, feeling yourself awaken a little more with each breath, with each act of focus, of mindful presence. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan sech b'bina lahavkin ben yom u'ben layl. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has given me the mind to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivri. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who raises my awareness. As you take note of your ability to distinguish between things, your awareness raising, becoming more expansive. Notice all the different ways and moments you may have to make choices. And that, in fact, freedom itself starts from here, from seeking to move beyond our own reflex, seeking to move beyond our own rote ritual, not necessarily discarding these things. They're very important and useful as well. But seeing that freedom is the choice to do or to not do, to change how we do, and to continually rise up into a new higher form of doing by being mindful, by applying ourselves and the gifts given to us by divinity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who frees the captive. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who lifts up the fallen. And we see within this reflective moment the ability to project our own sense of intention, of creativity, of will onto the world around us, which is where our ancestors found our concept of God. That motion in the universe, that force in the universe of pure intent, of pure will, that chooses, that has chosen, and that will choose to reify this creation, to maintain this world, to give us the setting and set within which we function. and who in fact forms us and the world, all aspects, to be in coherence together, that one cannot exist without the other. They are multiple pieces of the same, and although they may feel separate, we are part of that whole. Rucha Taranai Eloheinu melech haolam, Rokaha Aretz Alchamayim. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who stretches the earth over the waters. Rucha Taranai Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamechin mitzadei gaver. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who strengthens our steps. As we reflect on our role, our position in the world, we may sense, we may feel a separateness, the ability to reflect on the world itself as an object presupposes that we are separate in some way, in the same way that we cannot see our own faces without a mirror. It means that we have a separation from that which is around us, but are connected to it. Our tradition tells us our bodies are made from the earth, and to the earth they return. That aspect of us, within us, that we see as residing within our bodies, that is the point of reflection, the point in which we are in the divine image, and that our bodies clothe that aspect of ourselves to allow us experience of the oneness of this world, strengthening us, reminding us that we are here for a reason, that we perhaps have our own to fill in this great unfolding reality. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who clothes the naked. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who gives strength to the weary. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who allows us to awaken to the true nature of our existence. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who made me in the image of God. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me free. Blessed Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made me a Jew, a person in constant struggle with the world around me, a person seeking to live upright in the image of God. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who girds Israel with strength. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who crowns Israel with splendor. We've taken a moment to use our breath to remind us of our role, our purpose, and our essence in this world. We'll now join our essences together by breathing together. For a moment, I'll invite you to breathe out for a count of 3 and then in for a count of 3. And we'll use this as our barhu, our call to prayer as one community, as one group. Out, 1, 2, 3. In, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, two, three. In. One, two, three. Out. One, two, three. In. One, two, three. Out. One, two, three. In. One, two, three. Out. One, two, three. In. One, two, three. I invite you now to join me if you'd like in the chanting of the Shema together as one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Adonai Hashem Kevod Malchuto Leolam. So we now, having spoken the words of our ancestors, remind us of the oneness of God, that all returns to one together, that we experience this through the honor of God in this world, God's name in this world. I invite you to take a moment of silent reflection, turning to the question, what is it that you wish to live out in this week, in this year, to change some rote aspect, be more present and mindful? In which places in your life do you wish to do so? How would that look? And how can you use the mindfulness of breath to do that, to fulfill your role in this multifaceted creation of oneness? Oh, say shalom bimroma, say shalom aleinu, ve'avo Yisrael, ve'imru, ve'imru. May we all find peace in this world granted to us by the one who forms peace on high and by each other. Amen. Amen. Early Shabbat Shalom.